Hi everyone, Angela here. I have a piece of fabric that's 3 inches long. The zipper I'm using measures about 1¼ inches wide. I'm cutting the fabric so that it's slightly less than double the zipper width. So instead of 2½ inches, I'm cutting it 2 3/8 of an inch wide. Fold the width in half with right sides together and crease along the center. You can see here, it's just slightly less than double the width of the zipper. With the fabric right side up, turn the zipper over with teeth side down. Center the zipper with the crease and match the edges. Using a 1/2 inch seam allowance, stitch across the zipper, backstitching at each end. Fold the piece down along the stitching and press on each side of the fabric. Carefully fold in each side evenly towards the center, right against the zipper edge. Make sure the folded edges are parallel and don't use any steam with your iron. Fold the piece over and just double check that the width is even. Fold over the bottom edge 1/2 inch and press. Carefully fold in half so that the top and bottom edges are even. Press and open up again. I'm using just a bit of this glue stick along the sides. Fold in half again, match the edges at the sides and press together. Hold on to the center of the tab and open up the top inner folds a bit. Carefully tuck in the folded end right against the top edges. Make sure the fabric inside is nice and flat. I pull up my bobbin thread and hold on to both ends to prevent bird nesting. Edge stitch all around, backstitching at the start and finish, and pivoting at the corners. If you're finding this video helpful, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment below. As always, I'd love to know where in the world you're watching from. You can also show your support by becoming a member. There's no extra bulk with folded ends, and the front and sides are really neat and cleaned, giving you a nice professional finish. For the second method, I have a piece that's a little bit longer at 3½ inches and the same width at 2 3/8 inches. Fold and crease the center, then stitch the end of the zipper the same as before. Fold and press the sides, bottom edge, and in half again. This time, open up and fold in half with wrong sides together, carefully matching the side edges together. We'll be stitching right along this crease. Make sure the folds at the top are perfectly aligned. Start with a backstitch, then stop just before the fold and backstitch to the center to finish. Do not stitch over this folded edge. Open up and match the stitching with the center of the zipper. Flatten the sides a bit, open up the other half of the fabric and match the folded edges. Check that the point is nice and flat, and you can see how neat it looks without any stitching at the fold. Make sure the corners and the sides are even and give it another press. Open up and add a bit of glue at the top. Carefully tuck in the end right against the top fold and check that all the sides are even. Adjust the corners if you need to and press again. You can also open up the sides and add a bit of glue as well. All the gluing is optional, but I find it holds better than just using clips. Hold on to the thread ends, edge stitch all around, back tacking at the start and finish, and carefully pivoting at the corners. Again, you have a really neat, clean finish without any bulk or extra layers poking out. If you enjoyed my methods, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Please share with your sewing friends and subscribe so I can keep bringing you more tutorials.